I didn't see you there.
Thank you. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
My mother named me Jacob. I'm Jake Gatsby to the creative community. I am a musician, songwriter, interpretive dancer. Okay, sorry.
Show us.
Oh gosh, I didn't know there was a follow-up. I think it's important to find community in my culture, our culture, because one, I feel like I'm not doing enough if I'm not doing something to help other people. So just by virtue of doing what you're doing what I'm doing, it helps other people just for visibility. Even if I'm not outright being like, hey, come with me, I'm gonna help you do this thing. I'm gonna help showcase you, I'm gonna help highlight you, I'm gonna put you onto these things. Even if you're not doing that, by virtue of just doing, somebody else seeing it, you always hear the story about people like, I'm so glad I saw you do this because I had no idea that avenue existed for people like us. So there's not a ton of us in music, so I'm glad that I could at least do that, if not help everybody do it too, you know. But I think that's important because I felt like that was lacking, and then I feel like we deserve it. I feel like I'm so proud of my culture that I want to see us there, you know. If it's not me, I want it to be somebody else. I want our culture to be represented there. If you dig, a lot of people say like NERD, right? Pharrell and Chad. Everybody knows Pharrell, but no, Chad was like the musical genius. And yes, he wasn't relegated to that position that he ended up in, but like he wanted that. But again, people don't know, like, and that's the event that we did at Willis Tower was like for that reason. Like I want people to be pushed forward so that they can see, so that the community, everybody can see like, this is a Filipino doing this. Her, she's Filipina. Like Steve Lacy, Filipino. Like that needs to be we need to be on that level of like, damn, everybody dope is Filipino. You know, I want that. Because I think that of other cultures, like, man, they're going crazy. These Latinos are going crazy. Black people are going crazy. I want that to be, man, Filipinos are going crazy. There were two moments. There was the moment of, hey, I want to do this. And they were like, oh, go ahead, go crazy. Like, we're supportive of you. And then it was like, oh, I'm really gonna do this. And they're like, oh God, he's really gonna do this. And then it was like, oh, this is viable. And then again, it returned to like, all right, you're doing great. So it's like, there's an element of reality and like realism that hits parents, at least immigrant parents, I think, that are like, oh, we're scared for you. And then when they see that it's viable, they're like, okay, yeah. So I have to make sure that I truly believe in myself. I have to make sure I truly believe in this thing. I have to like double down on it and make sure that it's like even more than just like a good idea. So it wasn't really I was fighting something that I had to move past, but it was just something that was like in the back of my head that was like, all right, and if you mess this up, they told you so, you know? So